Alright, so welcome back everyone to the Female Dota 2 Southeast Asian League Season 2. My name is Maya, and joining me today is DotaYoshi as well as Vinnie from Australia. I'm
Howdy.
really happy to have you guys here because then I can legit take a break.
It's always
Maya
welcome
needs,
to be here.
yeah, Maya needs a drink every now and then. Something strong.
Strong.
Something with a bit of strength.
Sounds like I
Yeah.
need to send some Vegemite over to you. Good old Vegemite. Toughen
Oh
up.
yeah,
Yeah, so
strong it is.
basically this is I believe this is about almost week 3 of this 3 months league. The teams are playing a round robin of 2 rounds each, so this is the first game between UE's Angels and DTO. UE's Angels are known for being really aggressive players, and they have taken they did very oh god no server please fire. They took 2 games earlier on at their 1 p.m. matches up against HB Gaming. So for those viewers who are watching in the Twitch stream, not sure why you guys haven't gotten a ticket yet. It is 99 cents for 3 months worth of tickets, and we've seen a lot of items being dropped as well. So 99 cents really worth your money. Go get one now. And
What else can you get for 99 cents these days? You know, you can't even get a can of Coke. But you know what you can get though? You can get 3 months of FSL access. And lots of
yeah, you can get all those items as well. And what better? I mean, 99 cents for female Dota. Why not?
exactly.
So hopefully I can actually load into the server. Southeast Asian servers have been giving us quite a bit of problems the past couple of days actually. Last night um we had to actually
Oh,
postpone two
everyone's
games.
dead.
No.
Everyone's dead, Maya. Everyone's dead.
Vinny, I wish you wouldn't say it like that. Yeah, that has been
It's so
we've
sad.
been getting that problem. I don't know why. Where people just die. Excuse me, not die, but fail to load into the game.
Now, Maya, you don't need to describe them in that way.
Yeah. I can't load into the game at all. So if you guys have loaded in,
No, the game just like kicked us out.
oh god. Yeah, we'll try to reconnect really soon. And a bit more information about this tournament right now is that the prize pool is sitting around 1,000 USD, and it will be split
Oh,
500, 350, and 150 for the first 3 places. So that's really good money considering that the girls actually didn't really have to pay. Uh, they don't have to pay anything to actually join.
yeah, I was gonna say didn't really have to pay. So what does that mean? What did they have to do, Maya?
Well, all they need to do is just show up on time. Yeah.
And be a girl. Don't
Yeah,
forget that.
exactly. And be a girl and play good Dota.
I tried to sign up, but they said my voice is too deep.
That
Wait.
disappointed moment when you've just realized your mic's been muted. Ah, ah.
Hey?
I thought I was unwanted, but I just realized I'd muted my mic for the last 3-4 minutes. So I was like talking to
Oh, you
myself.
thought we were ignoring you, Dave. We would never
Well,
do that.
Yoshi, how can
please.
you do this? How? What?
No, no, no,
Uh,
no. I understand. I'm with him. I know he muted himself by accident.
Uh-huh.
That's what happened.
yeah, I'm terrible at this. It happens more often than I'd like to admit.
How do you accidentally mute yourself?
Well, I've got one of those Logitech keyboards with all those macro keys on the side,
Oh yeah,
and
well
then I
those extra
accidentally nudged
buttons.
one of them. You can never have too many buttons, please. More is always better, right?
Oh,
Uh,
well, you know what they say. I still do it manually.
we even talking about the same things now.
No, I mean like I don't have like a thing to automatically mute me. I have to go to the settings. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I just have a normal mechanical keyboard with like the normal set of keys, so that's all
La
I
di da
have.
da. Normal
Yeah.
mechanical keyboard.
Yeah.
Miss Prissy, I have a mechanical keyboard.
um, you guys still having problems loading into the server?
Yep,
I'm in.
unfortunately.
I'm waiting for like everyone else.
Yeah, 'cause I've actually been kicked off the server like once.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm in the game in the waiting for players screen. Yo Cassie here is here, and DTO something in Korean is here. So me and them are the only three people here.
Oh boy. Servers, please. Yeah, we had this issue at with the
Again.
1 a.m. games as well. No, give. Yeah, they were having the Southeast Asian servers were having a lot of problems last night. And hopefully we will be able to get the servers up soon. Hey, what do you mean by that, Vinny? Come on.
What? Bambini sells seafood here.
Oh, by the way, thank you very much. I've been addicted to Hell's Kitchen recently because of you. Uh, I think for the last 3 days after I saw your post, I've just been watching Hell's Kitchen after Hell's Kitchen after more Hell's Kitchen, and it's just
It's a
like,
great show though, isn't it? My
I'm
God.
getting addicted to it. It's just, I love the aggression. It
Oh.
it just brings me back to my Dota pub. It's just aggression everywhere for no apparent reason half the time.
Oh God.
It's fantastic. I love it, and it's over food. I love food.
Yeah, that's the best as well. Aggressiveness over food. Well, you have to admit it's pretty good food.
Oh, it is. Until it's like raw, which it seems to be like the first half of every season ever. It's just all raw food. Even like near the end of the seasons, it's still raw food. Spoilers, raw food in every episode.
I've loaded in.
Oh, I'm
It's
in.
fucking
Yes.
raw. How can you serve this?
Where's the
Where's the
5,000
lamb
bleeps?
sauce? Yeah, there was one episode that Gordon Ramsay was like yelling for the lamb sauce. Alright, so hopefully gonna load in. Thank you very much, Vovo. Your Cassie's just saying we love you now, Vovo.
So a shout out to our proud sponsors, Volvo. They will forever be our one and only.
Well, we do also have the sponsors for this league, eCup Malaysia Steel Series as well as MTS Gaming. So, um, hopefully Fish Don't Cry will actually load into the game. I will just check on the girls' pings. So yeah, everyone's getting really bad ping except me. I don't know why. Yoshi has like 335 ping.
I'm 199, but it's on
Yeah, my
SEA servers,
routing to
right?
the service is
Yeah,
terrible.
this is like yeah, and we are gonna go into the draft phase. So once again,
Dota
welcome,
team banned.
especially to those who are watching in game to the Female Dota 2 Southeast Asian League Season 2. Um, this is Maya, but I will be doing camera work for my stream right now, and you guys will
Radiant
be
team
entertained by
banned.
DotaYoshi as well as Vinnie from Australia. Take it away, guys.
And
Well,
an
we are.
entertaining pair we are. Sorry, take it away, David.
Let's hope we're an entertaining pair, anyways. And we're into the draft straight away, and we see that Weaver being taken down by daytime only. Weaver is an elusive little bug that is generally a pick that I like to take out early in the games. It just lowers the evasion in that offlane here. And you also see Angels on the other side taking out the
10
Timbersaw.
seconds
Those two
remaining.
heroes are very strong offlane heroes. You can sometimes see that Weaver running the safe lane for that carry position, but it's just a lot more effective throwing him that offlane. So I kind of like both these bands. I'm personally not too familiar with both these teams as I haven't been following the female Dota 2 League as much as I want to because I have been
For
clogged
shame.
down for a few other commitments.
You've
I
been
know,
watching
for
with Hell's
shame.
Kitchen. That's all I can say.
uh, so that's my take on it so far. Would you happen to have any insight on both these teams to give me?
No. But I hate going up against a Weaver or a Timbersaw in the offlane. It's just annoying as hell, don't you agree?
It's just, I mean, one doesn't die, one's always invisible, and somehow evades every kind of attack you throw at him, and it's a pain to deal with. And another one of those heroes is the Tinker into that mid game. However, Tinker's very strong. You can build him one of two ways. You can go for that aggressive push straight away with the March of Machines, get that farm up and running, or you can build him with that burst AoE damage, or not AoE, but the burst damage coming out from his laser and rocket. So it's a little bit strange to see him banned out, but it sort of shows that daytime only, they don't want to have to go against pushing heroes or heroes that can hold off the pushes, so we might be able to see a pushing style lineup come out from daytime only. I mean, you still have some of those big heroes. You now have got a Nyx assassin who will be able to help roam around on the map, so I wouldn't be too surprised if we see maybe a Nature's Prophet picked up shortly by daytime only.
So it looks like the Angels don't want to go up against a ballsy team there, so they ban out, the Timbersaw and the Bristleback. They just don't want a big balls team. They want to face, I don't know, probably something squishier. Because, I mean, as you can see, they're both very strong and hard to kill heroes. Maybe they're going for a glass cannon thing. Or maybe, well, there we go. There's the Viper. There's the first big damage thing.
Well, they do say strength does win games at time, and I mean, you get rid of those two of the tankiest heroes in the game, and you pick up a tanky hero yourself. Angels, they could be looking to just outlast their opponents, pick up these stronger heroes with the more strength gain or the higher HP totals overall after the game starts to rack up. I mean, Viper pick up an early mechanism, boom, you have an effective 250 HP for all your team in these team fights, and it could be a very big problem for daytime only to deal with. If they want to go for the burst heroes, you look at your Nyx assassin, he's going to be trying to burst heroes, he's going to try and find the openings. If he can't burst down these heroes because of how tanky they are, his effectiveness loses off slightly. I mean, he still has his stun, he still has his getaway spells, but the tankiness side of Angels is harder for daytime only to be able to catch them off guard.
Good Naga Siren pickup there. You reckon they'll run that as a support?
Generally, you do see it. I mean,
with the
why
time
not?
that it's picked, it looks like it will be run as a support just because it is picked so early.
Yeah. You
Although
don't
they
want to
did-
reveal
they did
your
grab
hand that early.
They did grab a
5
Viper like
seconds
straight up though.
remaining.
That's an interesting choice.
If I may add in some insight here, Krish on
Reserve
Yui's
time.
Angels actually plays a very, very good Weaver, and for the past 2 games that she's played, she's actually used that Weaver to good effect. So I think DTO, they ban out the Weaver first, and Yui's Angels have been known to actually pick up their carry as the first pick. Like they did pick Weaver up as the first pick in both of their last games, and that has been really interesting for us.
And this is why we have you along. No, I mean, we come along. Fantastic insight into these teams, but
Don't think we have a
Yeah.
choice there. Maya, can we kick you out? No, see, there you go. We don't really have a choice. But we love to have her along anyway, don't we, David?
Of course we do. And
Dire
now we see a
team
Razor. Could this be a Razor mid against a Viper? Both sides will be fairly tanky. Both sides could be looking for that mechanism, and well, it's going to be hard for either side to win. I mean, Viper's going to be trying to do that poison,
Yeah,
and
I was
Razor's
gonna
going to be
say, who's
stealing the
got the
damage.
advantage there? Who's got the advantage
10
there, Dave?
seconds remaining.
It's hard to tell because I mean, at the start of the
5
game,
seconds
Viper, if he
remaining.
picks up 1 point in Crow's skin, it's going to be a lot harder for Razor to be able to do the damage to him. However, at the same time, if Razor gets in close and gets that static link going up and running, Viper's only going to be hidden for those poisons, and the poisons really only do damage that scale, or not really scale, but go along with the
Radiant
damage on
team
top of it
back.
for the harassment. So it can go either way. It comes down to who is the more aggressive character, because if you can force the other hero out of the lane or force them back and play defensively, then you can walk over the top of them and get that early item advantage in that mid lane.
10 seconds remaining.
Control of the runes will be key here, I think.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, Viper's
and-
got the continuous poison sting thing there happening. That's going to use a bit of mana, and Razor would want to keep up the plasma field on the static link if he can.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well,
And it also
it
comes
might
down to
be
the
just-
rotations, I think.
Yeah, it might come down to early rune control and rotations as well.
Because I mean, you look at both of those heroes from that have been revealed for the supports. You've got the Nyx Assassin. He's fantastic if he goes on a rotation. He gets that stun off. You've got yourself, or you're going to start to secure yourself a kill. At the same time, you have the Naga Siren. Her ensnare is absolutely ridiculous. It's 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, and there's no way to escape because it is a physical ensnare. I mean, you can force off you out of there, but that's as much you can do about it. So it comes down to what the secondary supports will be picked up to see if they will be aggressive or if they're going to hold their line. If it comes down to a farm race, though, I mean, you can look at Naga Siren. She can rotate into that semi-carry position and start picking up some damage items to help out with the damage. But time will show what's going to happen. As I mean, we've only got 2 heroes from both sides. We've seen the bans come out from daytime only. They've taken out the Mirana, they've taken down the Puck, and over on the side of Angels, we've seen the Queen of Pain and the Earthshaker being taken down.
Yeah, I'm seeing a bit of a trend here with daytime only taking out a whole bunch of mobility heroes.
How do you feel about that? I mean, the Puck, though, I think is a little bit questionable since Viper should be
10
going mid.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't know about the Puck ban because
Maybe,
well, I don't think they're gonna. There's no way they're gonna pick a Puck. The Angels, I'm pretty sure, like 99% of the time
Reserve time.
with this lineup, they're not gonna pick a Puck with a Viper in play. So, but I guess they had a strategy to begin with to just take out a whole bunch of mobility heroes because, as you can see, their team is quite mobile. They got a speedy Razor, they got a Nyx Assassin that can just beam around the map, uninhibited really because of Vendetta there. An Invoker pickup.
What do you feel about this? Do you think we'll see a support Invoker? I mean, I haven't seen a support Invoker for a while, and I've seen an offlane Invoker, which has also
10 seconds
been
remaining.
on the table before. Do you think we'll be seeing any of that today?
It could
5
go either way
seconds
now because
remaining.
we've got 2 mid heroes. Maya, we might need you for this, Maya. Have the Angels been running an Invoker recently at all?
Radiant team
Not that I
back.
recall, but Pencil does play mid really, really well on the US Angels, so I believe she might be picking up that Invoker. Then again,
Not the Viper. Maybe it's a farming Viper.
yeah, maybe it's a safe lane farm Viper, could be even an off lane Viper here, but I've seen Invokers, not in this league at all, but I've seen Invokers being played as a safe lane solo farm. So and
10
then you go
seconds
the Exalt build, you get Sunstrikes, and after that you build
5
a
seconds
Yule Scepter,
remaining.
and then you Yule Scepter into Sunstrike, into Chaos Meatball, into Deafening Blast, and basically
Reserve
someone's
time.
dead. So
Possibly a Midas coming out of the Invoker then.
yeah, so I in one of the previous games that I believe HB Gaming versus UWI's Angels, HB Gaming did pick up an Invoker if memory serves me correct, and that Invoker did get a Midas, got a really early triple kill there, but that Hand of Midas didn't do so well for him towards the mid and late game. So we will have to see if Penzel's actually going to pick up this here.
And
It
we've
looks
got a
like-
Centaur Warrunner, which should be which is an interesting pickup, as you were talking about before, with the mobility of daytime only. The Centaur Warrunner only increases that. I mean, you look at the Stampede; it increases all their movement speeds, even if there's a little bit of slow on top of it. That is disadvantaged for the Viper. I mean, Viper, he's all about slows and controlling your opponent and his movement. If you can pop that Stampede, you're going to have all your heroes out of there without any problem. I mean, you're going to have to rely on the Naga Siren with the stun. And now we see that Alchemist picked up. This is a very strong tri-lane coming out of Angels. You got your Viper with the slows, Naga Siren with the ensnare, and then over the top with the Alchemist with the unstable concoction. That is deadly, if I've ever recalled a tri-lane.
I'm fairly sure that Invoker will not be playing a support role, at least in laning phase. I think it's actually support Alch and support Siren. What do you reckon?
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it'll have to be. I mean, you look at those two heroes alone, their combination is just fantastic. They work so well in synergy. You have the you have the cocktail, you have the acid, negative armor and a stun. You have Naga Siren, negative armor and lockdown. And then coming over the top, you have Viper for the rest of the damage. And on top of all the negative armor, his attacks will be ripping him to pieces and they won't be able to run. It's as simple as that. Whoever they go against is going to be in a lot of trouble. I mean, daytime early, they just picked up an Abaddon.
What they could do is pick up another core and actually have Invoker run offlane. That's another possibility there.
But do you think the Invoker will be able to pick up enough levels against a Nyx Assassin, Razor, and a potential Abaddon? I would like to say.
Well, if they're gonna go a Quas Wax Invoker, early on, getting those levels actually might work out.
Well, it's
But
gonna be very dangerous, you know, the Invoker.
Radiant team.
It will be. It will be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the final bans come out from both sides, daytime only, taking down the Shadow Demon. And finally, Storm Spirit, we will not be seeing picked up in this match. And daytime only, they're lacking a little bit on ranged heroes. They've got their stuns up and running with the Centaur Warrunner and Nyx Assassin. But do they have the team fight potential is what I'm a little bit worried about. I mean, Nyx Assassin's going to be trying to pinpoint one hero. Razor's going for one. Centaur, he does have a little bit of AoE. And Abaddon could be in a lot of trouble against heroes, against Angels. I mean, your Naga Siren's got to lock him down. Viper's poisons will tick him over and he can just leave him be. And Invoker and Alchemist, all the heroes and Angels so far work very well in synergy.
I'm actually into the daytime only lineup there. I mean, I'm with them. I feel them. I know what they're trying to do. It's basically they're a high mobility and also limit the other team's mobility as well with the Abaddon, the Warrunner, all that, and the Razor as well. They're just going for positioning. This is like a pure positioning lineup.
And there we go, the final picks come out from both sides. Angels picking up the Shadow Shaman and daytime only picking up that Crystal Maiden. I always like a Crystal Maiden. She's fantastic for jungling.
Who's the offlane there, Dave, for Angels?
I would like to say it's an aggressive tri-lane.
I reckon a really aggressive tri-lane. So who's the offlane then?
I mean, looking at who picked up what, I think Krish might actually go offlane.
Which one's Krish?
The Viper?
That's the Viper.
The Viper.
Yeah.
You reckon it's the Viper offlane? Well, then who's Invoker mid, Viper offlane, and an Alch, Naga, and Shaman tri-lane? Okay.
Yeah, they could go the aggressive tri-lane that you mentioned. The Alchemist into Shadow Shaman as well as Naga Siren, just so much lockdown there. But the question is, will they have the damage early game?
I think with an aggressive try like that, you'll have the lockdown and then you'll have the damage coming over the top. I mean, it's a scary try lane, no matter which way they want to run it. As long as you have that Naga Sun with either... I mean, not the Naga Siren. You have the Alchemist with either the Shadow Shaman or the Naga Siren. Well, either way, you're going to be able to find yourself the lockdown and kills on top of that. And it looks like we might be seeing a tri-lane against tri-lane. And let's get to introducing these teams. Over on the side of Angels, we've got Yo Cassie here. We'll be picking up your Alchemist. Fish Don't Cry on your Naga Siren. Over in mid lane, P. Ansel will be picking up your Invoker. We have Kim on the Shadow Shaman, who will be rotating down bottom. And as you suspected, we've got the Viper rotating up top for Krish.
And in the dire we have Juno on the Nyx Assassin, going mid lane it looks like. Crystal Maiden's being powered behind by Nyor. Razor being manned or womaned there in the safe lane by Maya. Help me out here.
I really don't know because this is some Korean name. So usually when I call Razor, when she plays, I just call her. I'll just call the hero that she plays.
Razor. Okay,
I love
Razor
her,
there
guys.
being womaned by Razor. And Kale and Abaddon in the safe tri lane, as well as Centaur Warrener being driven by K there.
It looks like in mid lane here, Angels, they want to go for an aggressive kill straight away in mid. I mean, you have the Nyx Assassin, which I definitely wasn't expecting will be playing this mid lane. But Ansel, she's pushing the Nyx Assassin way too deep already. You need the Nyx Assassin to come out. You need your creep wave to push. So it's easier for your supports to be able to find the pickoff. And they've smoked up. They're rotating around. They're starting to go through the river now. They're going to find the rune. They don't need to worry about it. Will they be able to get close enough? And will the reaction there be by Juno? They're going to go in. They're starting to do the damage. They need the shackle, but the shackle will not go off in time. They did pop it off, but the carapace was already shown. So that's a little bit unfortunate there.
It is. It is. So much effort being brought into the mid there, and for very little return. Now we've got Alchemist solo farming that safe lane there from behind the tower. He doesn't dare wander around at all. All those stuns and that slow would just, would just ruin his day.
They're still trying to be aggressive in this mid lane here. Shadow Shaman still wants to jump on in. Naga-san's hiding around. She does throw down that beautiful free-to-play ward. And for those of you who haven't watched free-to-play, I'm disappointed with you guys. It's a fantastic documentary on Dota 2 players. Pro players, that is.
Sponsored by Volvo.
Good old Volvo.
I did want to mention that, the Invoker, the gank in mid lane was pretty bad.
Oh,
but
we see the net come out.
And they're going to go down on hard, but... Yeah, you don't really harass with a net though.
It's just warning them off, we're here. Oh,
Shackle comes out onto KK. She's in a lot of trouble. She's going to turn around. She throws out the double edge. This could be in a lot of trouble. She's going to get auto attack down. He throws out the stun. She catches 3. She's on the run. The final attack comes out, and that's first blood going to Kim.
Down goes the centaur.
Oh, she almost got on out of there. That was a nice 3-person stun. They just didn't have the follow-up damage, unfortunately. Abaddon, she just didn't have the mana to be able to throw out that shield. If they had that shield there, that could have been a turnaround 1, possibly 2 kills.
I have to admit, Dave, I like seeing an early first blood. I really do. It makes me happy.
I think it makes everyone happy. You know it's not going to be the good old 15-minute before first blood. It's not going to be one of those games that you just wait around for ages and then one person dies and they go back to farming and then you never see anything ever again.
Right, you get a pre-flying courier first blood and the game's on. People are going to die.
There we go. They're getting a little bit more aggressive here. We do see North. She rotates down. She's coming down to help out this tri lane. So it's now aggressive tri lane up against the I wouldn't say defensive tri lane. They can kill on their own. Naga-san's going to be rotating out. She's going to be picking up something from the courier, I believe. She's got some sentry wards down. And they're going to get rid of the vision they do have. They're going to go on Kim. Kim's in a lot of trouble. There's a shield up and running on K. Can they get going? They're going to be looking for the stun. Stun does land. Double edge should come out shortly after. The shield pops. They find themselves their first kill. Do they look to go on any further? There could potentially be a turnaround kill here. It's not going to be the case. And they're just going to rotate out.
Top lane.
Top lane's going underneath the tower. The final auto attack goes off, and Krish, she picks up herself her first kill against this Razor. We were talking about this lineup going against each other, and it looks like Viper's going to take
Krish
the
was
early
actually.
lead.
I don't know if you guys were looking, but Krish was absolutely dominating that lane against Razor.
She's just doing so well. I mean, look at that, 15-2. Razor is 4 for 1. She's got such a big creep advantage at the moment. She's got the levels and now she's got the gold. It's going to be hard for Razor to come back into this unless she gets some rotation, and by the looks of it, the supports, they've already got their hands full down in this bottom tri lane, so I think Razor's going to have a very, very sore game.
It's the big advantage of that orb walk with the poison attack. She basically just clicks on poison attack, goes in. Razor zoning Krish out there with a plasma field, but any other time Krish can
got
just
some
go
aggression
in,
going down
drop
bottom.
off.
K, she gets the stomp off. They're going to be running double edge, and there's another kill going to this tri lane down bottom, slowing down the outcomes even further. He's now got 1 death to his name, and since he is leveling up the grievance lead, he did pick that up first. It's going to hurt him a little bit longer, but we all know how Alchemist can just come back in the game out of the middle of nowhere.
So much death, Dave.
So much death. Gotta love it though.
Yes. It's gonna be exciting. Alk pops the stun.
And
Concoction.
Not gonna be
oh,
able to get
concoction
range.
stuff.
Poor Alchemist.
I think I could have helped out there, personally.
So we see a little rotation coming out from DTO. They've thrown up the Abaddon come at top lane. Razor's in a lot of trouble. She is sitting quite a lot of creep kills behind, and Trish, she's just going to face Briton out of there. She's not worried. There's no lockdown to hold her in place, and she's going to keep controlling that lane. In mid lane, Nyx Assassin and the Invoker. Invoker's winning the lane quite heavily. She's sitting 23 for 4 up against the Nyx Assassin 14 for 2.
Crystal Maiden's wound up top there, looking for a kill.
And we go with that Frostblast coming down.
Frostbite coming out. She gets the Frostbite.
Damage is being absorbed. Can they find the kill? They need some auto attacks, but Viper, she's too fast. She's going to get on out of there. A little bit unfortunate. If Razor had those boots earlier, she would have been able to keep up and find themselves a kill. But she didn't have boots on her.
Yeah, those 5-minute phase boots really saved Viper right there. Of course, he has no damage to last hit with. Oh, he doesn't. He's got it back now, but... Wow, saved his skin.
Nyx Assassin. She's rotated down bottom lane. Juno's popped that Vendetta. She's going to be looking for herself for a kill. But will the Nyx Assassin and the Centaur Warrunner be enough to pick off one of these heroes before they turn it around? I mean, you've got 3 heroes with some sort of control. You've got a stun, you have negative armor, and you've got a control. Do you think they'll be able to find a kill, or do you think they're just going to lose heroes here down bottom lane?
It's hard to say at this point because it's all about positioning, isn't it? I find it hard to conceive that they will find a kill on the Alchemist. Just because there's so much control coming from the Naga Siren and the Shadow Shaman there. As soon as Vendetta gets popped, something's gonna get controlled, whether disabled or stunned.
Here we go. We're gonna start watching
that. They're gonna keep that out alive.
Nyx Assassin, she's walking on in. They're going to turn around. The stun goes out onto 3 heroes. Vendetta pops. Stun only lands on 1, but that's enough to take out 1 hero. If that had landed on 2 heroes, that Naga Siren, all the Alchemists would have fallen surely after. But 1 kill is always fantastic with an easy TP gank.
Managing to pick up that Shadow Shaman, they're very squishy hero. The Alch remains alive, but looking for his level 6.
I mean, she's getting aggressive. She gets hit by the double blade. Almost kills. If there was a stun on top of that, that would have been a dead Alchemist, and that could have been game over for, I would say, the possibly early Midas coming out from the Alchemist. She might be going for a Midas. She's got the boots of speed. She hasn't looked like she's completed it yet. We'll see when she gets back to base if she does decide to finish off her boots or continue for that Midas.
Takes the walk of shame.
Oh, shame. But at least she survived, so there's no shame in surviving.
Looking for a kill there on the Invoker, who's a little bit out of position. We see we see Frostbite coming out, but a Tornado will prevent any further thoughts.
A little bit strange though. Could have seen that Frostbite and they could have done a little bit of damage. I don't think how they could have killed the Invoker. Invoker is such a hard hero to kill. I mean, you have a few of those Colossus up and running, and you have such a high HP regen at the start of the game. It's kind of ridiculous.
Looks like it did end up being a Quaswax Invoker, a utility Invoker, as they say.
It's such a strong, dominant way to build your hero these days. I mean, you look about 2-3 months ago, it was all Quas and Exhort because the damage was there. But now it's all that Quas and Wax. Oh, man.
Let's talk about that, Dave, because I have a feeling that the Quaswax Tornado EMP Invoker will be nerfed next patch. It's very dominating in pubs, and it's sort of being overused. I think it's a little bit overpowered.
Well, up the top lane first, we might be seeing a kill on Krish. We need that stun come out. Nyx Assassin needs to land it. Stun does land, and that is the first death on this Viper. And DTO, they desperately needed that, and they will pick it up, and that's a very nice pickup. Especially for cookies, which we did get told before being played on this Razor. But yeah, going back to your Invoker question. Yeah, cookies.
Okay. I'm with you.
And
yes,
going back to your
Invoker.
Invoker question, I would have to agree with you there. I mean, I would personally like to see it get a little bit nerfed as well, because I just think it's a little bit too powerful. The range of the tornado, getting pretty much all your mana back with the EMP, and actually you might be seeing a little bit of engagement down at bottom. The Crystal Nova comes down to try and slow him down. Impale into 2. She doesn't use the Vendetta, however, but they don't need it. They've got the stun there. They have 1 kill. They've got
Crystal
2
Maiden
kills. They do
before.
use a Crystal Maiden, but now Alchemist, he's trapped. He does pick himself up a 2nd kill. Can he get on
He'll
out
be
of it?
able
Do
to
they
ult
have
in
the
1
damage?
second.
He gets stunned, and he is
ult.
down.
Nope.
Fantastic
Oh.
stun coming out by Juno.
He could
My-
have lived
At
there.
the top
and
lane,
he had,
oh, we see another kill. Krish realizes that the rotation comes out from DTO and finds himself a Razor. Very good map awareness.
things are dying left and right here, Dave.
Left, right, and actually we haven't seen anyone die in center yet.
No one is even in the center.
Ooh, Tornado does land. The EMP's going to come down. Will it be enough damage with the Cold Snap on top? Can they find it? Cold Snap's about to wear off. It's gone, and I don't think they can chase
I
it
think
down
they're
any
diving.
further.
I
He's
think
going to
they're
creep
diving.
block. She's
Oh!
she's away.
One more
Invoker,
hit.
she's going.
One more hit. One more hit.
There's also a
One more
courier
hit.
there. Which way will
Nope.
she go? She's
Invoker
going
will take my
down.
time. Wow.
Oh, that was greedy.
Well, to be fair, it was a legit dive. It really
It was, but there's a point where you just go, I'm over my head, turn around and get on out of there. And she passed that, I don't know,
Yeah, no,
a few years
she
ago.
was beyond the point of return when the realization that you couldn't get that centaur due to the athletic shield being cast on him. But it really was it was a legit dive. It was a legit dive. Centaur was literally 1 hit away.
Krish, she might be finding herself a target here. She's stalking, she's waiting for her next prey to come in on her side. She's going to start throwing a little bit of poison to harass Cookies down. And then Nyor, I can't see Nyor leaving Cookies anytime soon, because once she leaves Cookies, then Cookies is free food once again for Krish. And if Cookies leaves Nyor, then Nyor's even free of food. And down in bottom lane, they're getting a little bit aggressive underneath this this bottom tower. My
I just
apologies.
realized you're calling the Razor cookies.
Yeah, the Razors Cookies.
I just only
Anyway,
realized
we've got a shackle coming down to Abaddon. Abaddon's going to pop that Burrow Time. The stun's being channeled by the Alchemist. He's going to turn around. The Burrow Time is down. A lot of damage coming out. He's trying to get out where he pops that shield. He's still on the run. There's no one surprisingly died yet. The tower did not get denied.
Oh, that's
There comes
dead,
the dual
Abaddon.
strike coming out. And there's the death of the Abaddon. Tower for the Abaddon. Do you think it was worth it?
Yes, I'm gonna say it's probably an even trade. Uh-oh.
Juno, what are you doing, Juno? Stun's being channeled. They pop the Centaur's ult, try and get her out of there, and they will retreat and get out of there safely. I would like to point you over to an interesting fact. The Centaur War Runner is actually the highest net worth currently on the map. It's surprising me a little. I mean, she's been down here, she's getting a lot of farm, she's getting a few kills underneath her belt, and there's just been so much aggression. She's sitting on 2-1 for 5. She's been involved in almost every kill in this match, and it just shows with the aggression they're pulling out down in this bottom lane, and it's paying off. I'm a little bit surprised too, because by the looks on paper, Angels had that better aggressive tri lane.
Well, Centaur certainly has been the playmaker so far in this game. Basically controlling that lane, keeping that momentum on their side most of the time.
I think I'm a little bit in love with rotated, she's vendetted, she's got the stun out, they're doing a lot of damage, absorbing as much as they can. That's 42 damage, will be enough. However, we do have the shackle coming out, he does get stunned, he needs 2 more auto attacks. Can he find those 2 auto attacks? She's going to get hit by the tower and retreat. And Juno, what are you doing? If any kind of TV support's coming on here,
Diving.
she could die.
Viper might
Fish.
catch him out, or he might kill the Viper, who knows?
Who will get the kill? It's going to be a man fight or a woman fight. And the poisons, they're
for
going
the
to
stun.
be more than enough. Will the shield be there? The shield is there to pop all those debuffs, but she is creep blocking at the same time. The stun is not going to land.
Viper
Will she
pay
be able
for
for a turnaround kill? She does go down on that
Shadow Shaman
Viper.
is probably going to fall as well.
But the Tornado EMP will pick off Juno in the back lines, and the Shadow Shaman, how it gets around, they're going to try and turn this back around. DTO, they're in over their heads. The nice and snare comes out. The illusions are coming out to block their retreat. The Borutan is now popped on, and she's trying to take down Panzel. Panzel's got a man fight. She doesn't have an Invoke up. They've got enough damage. They're chasing away the Abaddon. Will he pick up this Invis? Will the Fate Time be there? They've got the snare. The ensnare does reveal. Can they find the kill?
Yes.
They do find the turnaround kill.
Managed to kill them before the net wore out. Excellent.
Oh, that was a turnaround for Angels. I'm pretty sure they came out on top there, getting 2 for 1.
They did bring some back on their side, didn't they?
And I mean, you have a look at this gold graph and the XP graph. I mean, it's fairly even. Angels are now pulling ahead a little bit further, and it's a little bit surprising too, because they are behind that one tower, they are behind that one kill, but it just shows how well they've been able to farm them up. In the top lane, we have a lot of damage coming out. The EMP Cold Snap is more than enough to take down that Razor.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Cookies, she's not having a fun game. She's 0 for 3. Poor
No,
Cookies.
most of the kills from the Angels have been on Cookies. Have been at least found at top, actually.
And it's mostly been going to Krish as well, which is fantastic. I mean, Krish, she is not the highest anymore. It's now the Invoker. She's sitting on top. She's got a Midas up, as we did hear from the start from the wonderful Mayor, saying she would pick up a Midas. And now it's going for the Bracer build, so we might even see rotation into drums for the additional movement speed for their side and get some more mobility going to counteract the side of DTO's mobility. Or we might see it go straight into Desolator, which is a possibility. It's not unusual,
coming at top. Going on that Viper.
The stun comes on out. The Mighty Burn got a lot of damage. Can the Viper get on out?
That's a dead Viper. Oh, the song comes out.
Dire's
The
middle
most
tower
anti-fun
has fallen.
song in the world. Oh.
Bit of a
It's like-
disappointing end to a team fight.
It's just like being stabbed in the ear with needles. That's what she is. Because once you hear that, you either know you're dead or you're not going to get anything.
So much that everyone freezes in shock. Blink on the
Nice Tornado going through, lands up to 3 heroes. EMP hits every single person.
So
There's
overpowered.
so much damage coming out from Angels. One hero is going to go down. That's the Centaur. Second hero should fall shortly after with the Abaddon. He does have Burrow Time. He's going to try and take it up as much as possible. But there's a lot of damage coming out on the side of Angels. They're going to chase all these heroes away. If they don't get any more people, I'm going to be very surprised. Stun is now being channeled. This is going to be the death from the Crystal Maiden. This should... will they go deep? They will go deep, and there goes the Abaddon. That is 3 heroes for nothing, all set up from Panzel with that EMP Tornado.
That EMP, Dave.
That
EMP.
EMP.
Instantly from full mana to no mana. What's she got in there at the moment? 4 in Quas and 7 in Wax. There you go. Wow.
The advantage on the levels as well. I mean, Invoker's level 13, 2 levels higher than the rest of the team, and the highest on the side of DTO, which is that Nyx Assassin, which they're starting to fall behind a little bit in these levels. You'd like the Shadow Shaman, however, on Kim. She is only level 5. You'd like her to be level 6 so you can push these towers a little bit easier, but they've managed to find the second tower, so it's not the end of the world not being level 6 on Kim as of yet. And it showed in that last fight they don't necessarily need those wards.
A lot of brilliant team play coming from the Angels there. Most of it focused around that EMP. Just totally obliterating any sort of recovery that DTO can actually make in the middle of a team fight. They can't do anything.
Now
There
they're going off.
to be meat shields.
And they found themselves here. EMP, Tornado, Cookie, she's in a lot of trouble. One auto attack, where's the Cold Snap? Cold Snap is land, and there's the Viper Strike. That's the death of the Razor. At the same time, Shadow Shaman and the Naga Sun, they're getting picked off in the backlines by the supports of DTO.
The death on that Razor was very interesting on Cookies there, with the poison damage procking every single one of the cold snaps there, while she was trying to get away with no mana.
That's just like the saddest moment in your life when you've got a Cold Snap on you and then you've got a dot. It's like, oh, and there's a phone. Let's ignore that.
Dave?
I didn't mean to, I swear. But, yeah, that fight from Angels, that EMP Tornado is just too strong. And as we were talking about before, I still think it needs a nerf. It just does too much damage and it has too much utility on it.
does. I mean, you essentially Invoker could just be Tornado MP. You don't need anything else on an Invoker now. That Tornado MP is really all you need. I mean, I know a few really good Invokers. They're, you know, like high 4,000 MMR type people. They're all Quaz Eggsword Invokers. I mean, that requires a lot of skill to play, to time the things like the Sonic Boom and the Sunstrike, all of that. That's like a skill Invoker. These days, you could just play an Invoker using Quaz Wex and no Exhort, and you could just be highly effective on any side.
Yeah, and I mean, with the Quaz Wex as well, you have Ghost Walk available to you, so if you know 3 abilities, you have an escape mechanism, and you have a team fight that will just win you the game. And on top of it, you have a Cold Snap, which is your control, so you win one-on-one fights. It's just, I don't know, Invoker's just too strong.
You could just be a one-trick pony. You see, Invoker used to be actually a skill hero to play. It's not the case anymore. It's really not the case anymore.
I'd still say there is a little bit of skill bracket, purely because I'm the worst Invoker you'll ever see in the world. Whenever I random Invoker, it's instant GG for my team. I feel sorry for them already.
But definitely the learning curve has decreased.
Yeah, I
to
agree.
be effective at least. To be an effective Invoker, you no longer need to have all that micro.
Because, I mean, you used to see all these heroes, I mean, they used to pick up an Aghanim Scepter, they used to throw out a million different things, and as you were talking about before, with the Sunstrike, Deafening Blast, the Meatball out of nowhere, you've got a Yule Scepter on top of that. You have 4 things you need to combine in, like,
golems.
2
what are they
seconds.
called? The Cold Snap with the Forged Spirits, that's right.
Oh, the Forged Spirits.
Yeah, that's what a Quaz Eggsword Invoker does. All of those. But with a Quaz Eggsword Invoker, with a Quaz Vex Invoker, all you need is EMP and Tornado to be, you know, at least equally, if not more effective than a skilled Quaz Eggsword Invoker. So that saddens me a little bit, but I do think it will be nerfed.
I still don't think it needed the nerf, the buff to start off with, because it needed a touch-up, but it didn't need what it deserved, because sure, everyone was using the one thing, but now everyone's using this one thing. I just think Invoker in general is one of those ridiculously powerful heroes, because Invoker has all these abilities: control, stuns, silences, mischance. It has everything, and the damage on top of it. I think Invoker is a generally scary hero. We've got an initiation cut off the top line. Blink comes in, only lands on 1. Can they pick off Chris? The EMP Tornado, it lands onto 3 heroes. What a damage. We do have the Bow Time, the Serpent Warlocks are turned around, and they take in the Central War, and that is 1 hero down. Chris the Maiden will fall shortly after. No more Bow Time means the Abaddon's going down shortly after. And Cookies, that will be the way. Cookie crumbles. Actually, a nice stun comes out by Juno, but it's not going to be enough. And poor OMG coming out by the Naga Siren there. Not sure what that is about, but that's a 4-for-0 trade going in favor of Angels.
Yeah, she got stuck in the wards, so.
Dire's top tower
Once again,
Naga
that Tornado EMP making that play.
Oh, that play indeed. And Angels, they're currently floating on the clouds. Because, I mean, look at them, they're sitting pretty, they're over 10k gold advantage, they're sitting on 8k XP, and yeah, only 22 minutes in, they're already pressing the racks, and DTO, they have nothing here to defend this push. They don't have any of this anti-push lineup, and we have a blink coming in, 2 blinks, with 1 stun, 2 stun, nice EMP Tornado comes through with the Deafening Blast, once again, lands onto 4 heroes, and now the Song of the Siren. They're gonna back off, they're gonna TP, and DTO, they're not gonna get anything for this. Oh.
Just with that EMP, they can't even counter push that because now they don't have any mana to go on this.
Yes, and we do have the ultimate beam pot by Central Warrior. Fish don't cry, it looks like she'll be crying shortly. The Sunstrike will be coming down. Not gonna land on anyone. Oh, Angels, they're playing so well right now. I mean, the communication between heroes and that disengage that they had at the top lane. Courier, what happened to this Courier? Did you see what happened to the Courier?
Oh wow, what? No, where was it?
I have no idea.
Wow, okay.
I saw it ping up a top lane, but I don't know what a Courier would be doing up a top lane. Maya,
I'm
did your
sorry,
insightfulness?
I didn't catch anything because the casters were asking me if the next game is up. We do have FIFA, Femme Fatale versus HB Gaming going on at the same time, so you know, just trying to set up casters for them as well. I was
That's
like,
so
crew kill where? What? No.
Mine's a busy girl. Maya is indeed a busy girl these days.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No need to be sorry. You need to be sorry. I'm gonna murder you. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I would miss
Right,
you.
that
I think everyone
popularity.
would miss you. Bible thump. But now we do have DTO. What can DTO to get back into this game, in your opinion, Vinny?
That double D on the Vendetta Next Assassin might help.
Might help,
That's
but is
that's-
it enough?
That's a good pickup. I honestly looking at the graphs, Angels are over 10,000 XP and like almost 14,000 gold above DTO. It's going to be very hard. I'm going to say it's going to be a very hard uphill climb for DTO to actually make anything, to make enough plays. Essentially, they're going to have to lose the next. I mean, DTO are going to have to win and take the next 3 team fights to even sort of put that playing field, to even give themselves a chance.
Mm. And I mean, they still can. I mean, you saw at the top lane there, they had communication where they had both their blinking heroes, the initiation and the stuns, but they just need to chain them together. And I'm a little bit surprised with the with Kay, with the way she's built her center. Hoof Stomp is not currently max. She did decide to pick up 4 points in return instead of 4 points in Hoof Stomp. I personally don't agree with this because, I mean, the extra half a second of stun just allowed for a lot more, and not to mention the damage on top.
That's an interesting choice on the return. I'm not sure what that was for, because he wasn't getting harassed or attacked that much.
And actually, Blink comes in, the stun comes out, it lands with the 2 heroes. They're gonna go in, a nice impale, but a BKB already comes out, EMP Tornado, and with the Song of the Siren, that's gonna cancel everything
that song
there.
saves them.
Middle tower is
The
under
big
attack.
initiation of the EMP Tornado is just going to waste. They also BKB's down. Can DTO turn this around? Can they find their opening? They're doing a lot of damage to Chris. Chris, she is going to go down. Going to be a little bit of turnaround. Meatball comes down from the sky, raining hell from the Angels. And now all the damage comes onto KL, but she will go back up to full health thanks to it. Now we've got a little bit of damage. We need to see that Stomp come out. Stomp lands onto 3. Do we have a double edge on top of it? They do have. That's 1 hero down. That's 2 heroes down. They're turning this game back around. They're going to be chasing down this Naga side.
That is
And
a
that
team wipe,
is a team
nothing.
wipe.
Top tower is
Oh,
under attack.
DTO, they're coming back
Dave.
into this game strong.
Dave, do you know why they won that fight? Do you know
The song of the
the
siren?
exact point that they
Radiant's
won?
top tower
The
is
siren
under
song
attack.
saved DTO. The siren song
Oh.
prevented the MP, allowing DTO to have enough mana to cast all their abilities
Radiant's
and win
middle
that team
tower is
fight.
under attack.
If there was no siren song, DTO would have no mana. None.
Radiant's
That
middle
was
tower
a
has
5-man.
fallen.
That was a 5-man EMP right there.
And Fish Don't Cry, she's gonna be crying right now. I mean, this has just opened a window for DTO to come back into this. The Angels have been taken down for the Clads. They're back on Earth. We got a Bleep stun coming on. Second stun. That's 1 hero down. Chris, she's in a lot of trouble. Do they have enough damage to take it down before Chris? She does pop the mechanism. She does pop that blade mail, and she will be able to walk on out of there. But they've got 1 tower. Will they be able to pick up second tower? They still have a lot of time on the clock. Still ticking down. 4 heroes against 5 here. All the big ults are coming back off cooldown. We do have a TP coming in. Nice stun with a secondary stun on top. A lot of damage being absorbed. Going to Cookies. Cookie is ripping through the Alchemist. EMP Tornado. Where's the EMP? EMP is going to be late, but the Tornado is there doing a lot of damage. K, she will fall. The Deafening Blast keeping heroes underneath that tower. That's a second hero going down. Now DTO are on the run. They're going to lose 3 heroes, possibly 4 heroes. Nice blink comes out, but we all know that unfortunately it does not dislodge, but she is far enough away. No, she's not. Chris has found her opportunity to come on in. Stun's going to land on 1, and DTO, Juno, sorry, will fall shortly after. That is a 4 hero turnaround. They got in over their head, and, well, they just gave away their window of opening. They've closed the window on themselves.
We got a disconnection there from Fish Don't Cry. I wonder if they're gonna pause that.
The Fish Don't Cry might have been like, oh, I'm so ashamed of that song. I'm gonna just disconnect
Yeah,
right now.
I'm guessing. I'm guessing she's actually off the team now. I'm guessing during that after that team fight, the Angels said, "Okay, you're off the team now."
You've dishonored our name. Not coming back.
Dire's middle
You've
tower
dishonored your family, you've dishonored your horse, you've dishonored...
Their ancestors,
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
5 generations to come.
Dire's middle barracks
And we've got a very aggressive blink jump on in. BKB Invoker. We got 1 kill going down. Where's the rest of the side of DTO? Razor comes in late. Cookie, she's going to try and do whatever damage she can, but it's not going to be enough. She's fighting underneath the wards. She has to make that retreat. And we do have a nice blink coming in from Juno. They find themselves a second kill, but 2 kills for the price of your own racks in a tier 3. Angels are going to be more than happy with that.
Now they pause. Look at the chat log there. DTO showing that they are good sportsmen and saying, you know, would you like to pause? Viper being a little bit cocky there, saying, why pause?
Fish don't cry tried Sepku, but it didn't work.
And now they know exactly why they're pausing. Because otherwise they kind of just get killed. Although they did take a rack, so well done. That was, you know, if everything else remains the same, that's a good
have
trade.
a quick look at the gold and XP graph. The XP graph and gold graph, they took a dip. The gold didn't go anywhere, but the XP started to come back in favor after they won that massive team fight. And with some of the heroes on DTO, they don't necessarily need that XP. They need some of these items. They need to start working up these items. They just haven't been able to farm the map as efficiently as Angels. Angels, they've always been threatening to kill. I mean, you look at the Viper at the top lane at the start of the game, always threatening to kill the Razor. Razor got no gold. You had the supports for Angels in mid lane with the Invoker threatening to kill the Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin got no gold. Bottom lane, however, was a different story. You had a tri-lane against tri-lane, both very aggressive, both finding kills, and DTO came out on top of that. But unfortunately, because mid lane and top lane was so efficient in farming, they got ahead in these items, they got ahead of these kills, and, well, they're so far ahead in terms of map position. You look at some of these wards, they got an aggressive ward in the base, but that's the only ward. DTO, this is what I love. They haven't given up. They've still got a lot of map vision. You look down in bottom river, you look in mid, even at top lane they've got a defensive ward. They're still watching the map. They still have a chance, and if they can catch Angels off guard due to their vision, they can still come back into this game. I mean, we've seen it once, we can see it again. DTO aren't out by any means.
What do you guys think of this Dagon pickup by Juno on the Nyx Assassin? I don't particularly like it because I kind of feel that her team needs that drum of endurance that, you know, maybe she can buy it for her team, at least be a bit more utility friendly and efficient for her team.
Well, it's kind of like a Dagon light at this point, isn't it? I mean, if Nyx Assassin go in, take out the Shadow Shaman straight away, that instantly turns into a 4v5 fight. It's almost as if, like, at this point DTO sort of realized that a drums, that little bit of advantage that drums will have over a Dagon won't be enough. But if you go sort of an all-in strat, like just, you know, grabbing a Dagon and trying to take out the Shadow Shaman real quick, instantly turning the fight into a 4v5, that's a better outcome for them than having a sort of a spread out average increase in whatever they have with the drums.
I absolutely agree, Vinny. I mean, drums 10-15 minutes ago, fantastic. You have the additional stats, you have, you know, the auras for your side. Drums is an early game item. 30 minutes in, a Dagon, as Vinny pointed out, helps pick off these heroes faster. And that's all DTO can hope for at the moment, picking off these heroes as fast as possible, because if they can't pick them up that fast, then Angel's going to turn around, because in the end, they've got the outlast inside. So DTO need to find the pick-offs and the kills as fast as possible. And the EMP tornado comes out, BKB is popped, it is a fresh 10-second BKB, they're going to be standing in the fight. Unfortunately, we have a blink coming in, but there goes one hero. Nyx Assassin will be quickly coming around, waiting for that BKB to pop. All the damage has been absorbed, 224 damage, but a nice stun coming out from the Alchemist. Ghost Walk is just slowing the ball down. Unfortunately, yeah, no vision. That's a little bit of a blunder, but Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin finds someone.
He sees him.
But he can't go any further than this.
No, 15 seconds left. He could, no, he won't be able to because he's got teammates. But, once again, DTO won that fight, would you say?
Yes, I mean, the Angels, they weren't expecting that BKB pickup on the Razor, and that fresh 10-second BKB meant Razor could stand there and not die by anything. She absorbed so much damage. She had 228 damage at one stage. Unfortunately, she couldn't use it because the rest of the side of DTO, they were a little bit behind, purely because they were at the Ancients, and Angels, they didn't get aggressive. They played it safe, but a little bit passive-aggressive, I'd like to say. They put on a little bit of pressure, they didn't find anything, and they didn't overcommit. They've overcommitted before, they're not doing it again.
You know what, Dave? I hate to say it, but I am gonna say it. The catalyst in deciding who wins these team fights really does look to be the MP. As you can see, the MP last team fight caught Razor, who had BKB'd, and didn't catch anyone else in that fight. So basically, DTO were able to come in with all their abilities off of cooldown, and they could, throw them out at will, catching out the Naga Siren and almost killing the Invoker. If that EMP did hit a few of the DTO heroes, I think that fight would have gone completely another way.
Yeah, and
I really think, I hate to keep saying this, but I really think that EMP is what's doing it.
I mean, you look at it, the mana burnt is 550, then the damage comes on top of that is 225, and it's superior damage. Like, it's pure, superior, whatever way you want to look at it. And you can't block that unless you've got that BKB form. And we do have a smoke. They're looking at Rosh, they thought DTO could have been going on in there. Not going to be the case, the smoke has now been revealed, so they know their heroes from DTO are around. They're going to decide to rotate in the middle, because it was being pushed a little bit, but we've already got the rotation out of there, and... It comes down to a Mexican setup.
Dagon.
Oh, so much damage. And then
Dagon
the snare. Couldn't get out of time. Snare does now come out. We do have a blink in. Stun is not going to land, however. But the Dagon pays off. A Drums of Endurance couldn't have done that for you. But now we do have a little turnaround. The Tornado lands on one. EMP will only land on one. Abaddon's not going to be too worried about that. We do have a BKB going up, but she's ensnared. She's been drilled down by the Alchemist. Alchemist does pick up one. Alchemist's going to be working on the second. We do see the death of the Naga Sign, but it's only a Naga Sign. She's used what she needs. The Burrow time is now being popped off. There's 3 heroes down from DTO. This is trying to man up KL. She's going to fall shortly after. 4 for 1. Angels is even going to pick up a 5th kill on that Juno, and they're going to work their way down the mid. I think it's a little bit of wasted time chasing down the next assassin. Next assassin's down and she will TP, but they're already pinging those tier 4 towers, and they're going to start rotating into mid and try and see what they can do to this Ancient.
That Dagon paying off there. That was exactly what they were looking for. Called it.
Just unfortunately, Angels, they had the communication to turn that fight back around, and the EMP. Even though the EMP only landed on
not
one.
enough, really.
And here comes the wards, they come down. Angels is looking to finish this game right here, right now. They're going to pop the Alchemist's Rage. She's going angry. She's going ham on that tower. Does get herself stunned. We do have some damage being absorbed. Tornado EMP does land, and that lands onto 2 heroes. Now they have nothing. The mechanism is popped using whatever reliable mana left on the Razor. Nice Empower comes out the 2. The wards are doing a lot of damage on top of that Abaddon. Abaddon's Burrow time is popped very early into this fight. The Viper's Dual Strike will come out. Juno will go down. The Cocktail there is also used to finish it off. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but it's not enough. You've lost 1 tier 4. The wards are working on the second tier 4. They might even pick up an Invoker here. The Urn and then the final Coil will pick off the Invoker, but that's a tier 4 tower.
Looking to go on that Razor now too.
Razor? What Razor? Oh, you mean the Viper?
It's alright, the Viper. Same thing.
Viper just mans up, gets himself a kill, turns around. Will she get herself a second?
Almost killing the Razor there with the blade mail.
So close.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dave, not sure why Angels were in mid lane pushing. Oh, but there's the GG call anyway.
Yeah, I think they had the wards up, they had the damage, they had the team fight.
They just wanted to try and go for the throne, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, why not at this stage? You're quite far ahead. I mean, the kills don't say it, but the gold and XP graph, the map position does, and they just went for it. They weren't afraid, and in the end, it paid off. And Angels, they just played a fantastic game all around. They may have lost the bottom lane, but they got the farm elsewhere on the map, and they kept ahead, and they kept their lead. And well, we see them walking away with the victory.
DTO still calling the GG there, and somebody keeps cancelling it, obviously.
The next assassin, she's probably just like, I want to dag in some more people. Don't end this yet.
Dire's Ancient is
We have
So
Maya.
Angels not
Hey,
actually killing the Ancients, but managing to force out a GG from DTO there.
Stepping in, trying to get some control in this game. Anarchy everywhere.
Yeah, it's been known that the
What's
girls.
going on here?
Yeah, it's been known that the girls
Game
do this
continues.
sometimes. So I'll just let the game continue. It's as the admin, I really don't want to try to affect the outcome of the game because I kind of feel DTO they might be able to come back still.
They called GG, Maya. Is
Yeah, I
there not
know.
a policy?
It is supposed to, they are supposed to just call GG and not cancel. So I'm just gonna ask them one more time.
Well, if they call GG, they lose. I'm pretty sure that's international
The
rules.
the ancients need to answer. So I think
Really?
they're just
Oh, the game doesn't end at GG call.
No,
Well,
you have 10 seconds and you can cancel it.
yeah. If you cancel it, then it's not gonna happen.
And here we go. There's another fight breaking out. The BKBs are popped all over the place. The EMP tornado. Is it enough? It will pop that bird time. The Crystal Maiden. She's gone. She's got no effect in this game. And now Centaur. She's trying to do whatever she can. The Razor's got a lot of damage against her name, but is it enough? The Viper doing so much damage on these heroes. Shadow Shaman, however, picks up a double kill. And there goes the rest of the side of DTO. This will be your game right here. Judo's going to be picked off for that team wipe.
So much death, Dave. The fight continues. The deaths continue. Well after the GG call. And they will physically
Dire's
beat down that
Ancient
throne.
is under attack.
There we go. I think this is the final GG, and if not, the Ancients will fall surely here. So, Angels, they just played
Radiant
so well.
Just Dave, I think the official international rules was that when the GG call comes out, that's when the game ends. It's not actually
Yeah,
based on the game throne mechanic. I think it is by international standards.
I think
because-
it was like that, but until the GG came in, you do see more tournaments running off the GG and the Ancients going up, because I mean it's easier to work off. Before it was players call GG and then an admin type in a command to kill the Ancients, but I think it comes down to the tournament and how they want to run their tournament. Each tournament is, has their own rule set to abide by.
Mm.
Yeah, so basically we'll just let the teams, if they want to cancel it, then let them go ahead. But then usually it's really not their advantage. They usually teams don't call GG until it's really
Yeah, I'm a little
yeah.
bit miffed about the GG cancel because that's
I know,
kind
right?
of trolling in my eyes. That's pretty
Yeah.
trolly.
I understand, and I'll just let the team know about this as well. So I'm just gonna stop the stream for a bit, and you guys can just hop on to the next game as well. Thank you all
I'm in.
for tuning in, and thank you to all of you for casting, and
Thanks for having us.
I'll see you in the next
Yeah.
game.